Hello, my name is Elijah Thray, and I'll be discussing stem cell research and overpopulation for Technology 380s. Now, before I get further into stem cell research and overpopulation, I at least want to discuss the issue that both topics have. So first, stem cell research faces the moral dilemma of letting people decide the fate of an unborn child and use its stem cells in order to cure diseases like Parkinson's or cancer, whereas overpopulation is allowing the restriction of how many children are born as of now and even later on. Now, despite all the technology and scientific research we have done for both topics, throughout most countries in the world, people deny the benefits of what stem cells can do for those that have cancer and or Parkinson's because the immoral dilemma of killing an unborn child, whereas it comes to overpopulation, people deny the fact that it exists, even though the evidence shows throughout the Earth's ecosystem slowly being destroyed. Now, going back to 2001, President George W. Bush does announce a ban on stem cell research because the U.S. citizens and the media had shown that stem cell research was considered immoral and has dehumanized it because taking the life of another person should not be given for a person to do, but only for God to do. Whereas in 2004, there has been a new development of stem cells known as proponent cells or iPS cells that was used on a woman with an eye disease and she was cured. And ever since that time, 26 other patients have recommended for further development of iPS cells because they saw the great benefits of what it can do for them and for others. But also in 2004, Switzerland held a ballot of seeing of whether both politicians and citizens will allow stem cell research to be conducted in Switzerland. And the surprise result was that the majority of Switzerland citizens were more willing to accept stem cell research than politicians, because politicians were still a little weary of how other countries might see their decision of allowing stem cell research as being impractical. As for overpopulation, Thomas Methan wrote an essay about the danger of what overpopulation will do to the Earth's environment, but also decrease the food and water supply and increase ocean water levels because the Earth can only help sustain and maintain so much research for all species throughout the world. And then Yo elaborates upon China's one-child only policy, as for some time it will work if it's just a city. As for the rural areas, that does not work because they need more children in order to help produce more crops. Now, going to back in 1990, ever since then, the Earth's ocean has been risen every 3 meters due to the fact that with overpopulation has drastically changed the climate's overall temperature. For capitalism, because its marketing is to always have so much competition, they need to always have a need to fill in the consumer's desire for materials. So an overall conclusion is that stem cell research has been allowed in a few countries, but most countries' governments and citizens do not want to face that decision of taking another person's life because it's still considered immoral and impractical to do. Whereas overpopulation, if we continue with it, there will be a downfall for humanity. But if we do create that limitation for it, then Earth would be saved. Now, both stem cell research and overpopulation demonstrate how humanity will respond to that topic, and depending on their response can help benefit it or not benefit it for the potential of humanity to continue on.